First major task of the day is see if we can load trucks out of the river bottom without smashing any of the popcorn up top here on the lane. So we may try pull ahead back into this hollow here where we dump rocks and different stuff and see if we can get straightened out and get the grain cart over here. I think I gotta get the grain cart turned around too, so we'll see. It's like it's a little tricky because he's already getting a little bit higher center right there. But he pulls forward farther, can make it. He's just going to go drive all the way down to the field and turn around empty down there and come back up here and be turned around, which is easy enough. So we can get like 60,000 on the grain cart. We usually put about 40 on it to come up the hill. Of course, last year we started using this four-wheel drive. We always had the front wheel assist row crop before. It kind of hop coming up the hill. So this one might bring a full load up, but we haven't brought a full load up. Full semis have come out of the bottoms before, but if we lose traction, that won't be good to be halfway up with a loaded truck. So we'll see. Worst case scenario, we'll just smash a few thousand pounds of popcorn. It's not that big of a deal, really. While he's doing that, he asked me to look for thorns in the grass here. Any branches fell off or anything, because you got these things. When they're old and mature or dead, these guys right here, they will go through a tire. And I think we can do it. The next thing will be to, you gotta turn the grain cart around. So he can come back up the lane here, up the hill, and park the truck right here. Grain cart could load over here probably. And we just gotta get the grain cart flipped around. Kind of a lot of trouble maybe, I don't know. We'll screw around and see what happens. I hear engine noises, but I don't see a truck yet. I think they're getting closer though. That's a good sign. There he comes. He made it up. There's two steep parts back there, so you don't want to spin your tires on those. So he went down there and dropped 100 feet of elevation down to the river bottom and flipped around and came back up. And it's only it's like a 100-foot drop and maybe like 100 yards or so as the crow flies. So we can at least get this one loaded and get it out of here by that method. We know. That was no good, he says. It took 3 runs at part of the hill to get up. You could argue loaded it would do better because it'd have better traction. We see that in the snow. But, probably not gonna try it. We'll just run over some popcorn. That grain cart was easy to turn around. Just pulled past that hollow, backed in, and pulled back out. It's only gonna take maybe like 3, maybe part of a 4th truck to get out of the river bottom, so not a big deal. Told you in yesterday's video I had to cut through a swath of wet ones to get to the dry part of the field. Well, there's 3,000 pounds of the wet ones hanging up in here still in the grain cart. That's what the inside of a grain cart looks like, in case you were wondering. Okay, combine, time to wake up. Go to work. Good looking beans through here, through the center. Making a little over 70 there, 75. Getting unloaded there. You can see I'm just kind of like bisecting this field. It's a big long crescent, so I'm trying to take some longer routes through it and still cut on an angle. Makes things a little easier sometimes. Oh, I think those beans are looking good. Nice and clean, not very many pods. Just cruising along. So I've cut everything I can on the big part of the river bottom. So I'm going to go back across the ditch, see if I can scrounge up a few more 1,000 pounds of dry stuff, and then it looks like, yeah, we'll have to leave about 10 acres down here. So whenever we come back up top to do popcorn, maybe in a week, 10 days, clean off all the popcorn, and then put the bean head back on. Come down here, and the rest of this stuff that's in the shade of the trees for the most part should be dry. Time to drive the combine up out of here. Up the hill, out to the road. There's the popcorn we had to run down to get trucks loaded. Could be going one of two places next. I'm waiting for a phone call. We'll be back for that popcorn later. Maybe in a week, week and a half, something like that. It'll be dry enough. But for now, we're headed on to, not too far from here, to some more seed beans. So we'll get after those, see what we get into. See if things are dry and okay over there, and go from there. Got my kids, we got neighbor kids, my wife, his food.